Spoke with ICE today, and ICE confirming that two of the suspects in this case are members of a brutal Venezuelan gang. That gang is called Tren de Aragua. Federal authorities saying this is just proof that gang members are making it across the southern border.
At least two of the migrants charged in the shocking caught-on-video mob attack on two NYPD cops in Times Square are members of the notorious Venezuelan street gang Tren de Aragua, federal immigration officials told Crime Law and Justice. Wilson Juarez, 21, and Kelvin Servita Rocha, 19, who were charged in the January 27 attack on two New York police officers, are being held without bail by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials as reputed members of the notorious bloodthirsty gang that has made its footprint in New York, Crime Law and Justice reports. Both unlawfully present Venezuelan citizens have been charged in conjunction with the violent gang assault carried out on two NYPD officers are currently detained without bond, ICE spokesperson reported. Both non-citizens have been identified as members of the Tren de Aragua transnational criminal organization. Tren de Aragua, which translates to Aragua Train, began in 2012 among trade union members in the Aragua province of Venezuela. The gang is involved in robberies, drug dealing, and human trafficking throughout South America, and authorities warn that the group is looking to expand its international empire. The NYPD also stressed that most of the migrants coming to the city are not committing crimes. This is a small group that is gradually growing. Around 8:30 p.m. January 27th, body camera video shows asylum seekers talking back to police who were telling them to stop blocking the sidewalk on West 42nd Street. Eventually, an officer has 24-year-old Yohenry Brito against a wall.
Physical contact in this case was initiated by a police officer.
The bottom line is that this individual didn't comply with a New York City police officer.
Three others are unaccounted for, including a man in a red shirt and white seen in the surveillance video kicking an officer's head multiple times and grabbing the collar of another. There's also a wanted poster for a man who law enforcement sources say is seen in video kicking an officer in the head and then falling. We interact with shelters every day, but as far as targeting them by showing photographs, we have the pictures out on social media, we have the pictures out through the regular media, and that's how we're trying to identify them. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney told Crime Law and Justice News. The police union president also had this to say. In part, these indictments won't mean anything unless these individuals show up in a Manhattan courtroom. We won't call it justice until they are all behind bars.